WLPL Stereo 92, 2:13 Thursday afternoon with Jerry St. James. Yeah, all of our usual features here in full force this afternoon. My goodness, the old St. James horoscope for You Born Tomorrow, the 7th of June, and of course a rundown on the world-famous sex and scandal-ridden soap opera, Search Flash Tuesday. All of that coming up in just a couple of seconds here. WLPL, taking a look at the old St. James horoscope here. This thing is for you born tomorrow, the 7th of June. It says here you're a Gemini and your birth sign is filled with pirates, perverts, and assorted bozos. Your lucky charm is a Venus flytrap and your birthstone is rust. The stars say your goose is cooked, but your french fries aren't quite ready yet. If you need change, try 2 times in a nickel there, dummy. It's a bad day to tap dance on a box of blasting caps, but a very good day to try something new, like dressing up like a new car and kicking a customer in the leg. See, because when you buy a car, you forget it. If you need a haircut, why not save some time and get them all cut at once? And always remember, Confucius say, man who teaches exotic tropical bird a bunch of dirty words could very easily be arrested for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. WLPL, Gordon Lightfoot here from Canada. That's sundown at 2:22 with Jerry St. James from Stereo 92. We keep the music coming. I got a group called ABBA and Waterloo for you next. WLPL. WLPL, Jerry St. James, with our entire cast and crew, the usual gang of idiots here on the radio this afternoon, my personal and very private secretary, Patty O'Furniture, out there in the lobby, and of course, as always, our Spanish janitor, Manuel Labor. Thanking you for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. Got lots of money. WLPL, Detroit Edwards out of Motown Gold, and you want it, you got it. Just leave your name and number with the lady at the front desk. 2:30 with Jerry St. James, and as always, we'll open up the phone lines as we do every afternoon about this time. If you'd like to call up and just say hello there and check in, feel free. Always a pleasure to talk to you at 481-6822. WLPL, the Righteous Brothers here. 2:33, good afternoon all over your little Beati from Jerry St. James. Reminding you to check out Gary Michaels tomorrow morning between 6 and 10 o'clock here on the radio. Just like we always remind you, Gary will be here, and he'll be playing the hits while you're spraying those pits. When I was 17. WLPL, kicking down thing at Seals and Crofts at 2:37 with Jerry St. James, bringing you the best in all hit music. And I got the brand new one by Jim Croce. It's one they pulled off the album I Got a Name, called Working at the Car Wash Blues. Check it out, coming up next. WLPL. WLPL with Jim Croce, that's Working at the Car Wash Blues, and it's brand new from Stereo 92 on 241 with Jerry St. James. Taking a look at Baltimore weather here. Mostly sunny, generally bodacious this afternoon with a high in the low 80s. Weatherman says partly cloudy tonight with a low in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, just like today, with a high in the 80s. Chance of rain is 10% through tonight. 76 degrees on the outside. WLPL, one of my favorite groups there, the Moody Greens at 243 with Jerry St. James. Reading the weather forecast there and looking outside and seeing what a gorgeous day it is there reminded me of an article I was reading in Time a couple of weeks ago in the medicine section there about sunshine and how good it is for your internal organs. They discovered that. It makes your internal organs a lot healthier. I can just see my liver hanging on a clothesline someplace, you know. WLPL. Good afternoon there, 246 from Jerry St. James, and all of us here busily working like a finely oiled Swiss watch. All of our cast and crew, and the folks in the front office here. I'm about the only radio person I've ever heard that acknowledges the girls in the front office. Why I do this, I don't know, but you know, if it wasn't for them, well, listen, girls, if I've said anything to insult you, believe me. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, big in the scene with a gangster name. Super LPL.
the Wolfman like that record, baby.
WLPL, get out of here, please. I'm trying to do this. 252 with Jerry St. James. That's the latest thing from Joe Cocker called Put Out the Light from Stereo 92. The very same place where you're all set to hear Carly Simon Gold. You're so vain, and Cher's Train of Thought coming up next.
WLPL Baltimore, where the hits just keep on coming.
You're talking in your sleep, and the name that you whisper ain't mine.
WLPL 301 with Jerry St. James. That was shared and Train of Thought there for Stereo 92. What an afternoon. Is this beautiful weather out there? 77 bodacious 10 degrees on the outside. Oh, I love it. Just tremendous. This is Otis Redding's cousin, Gene Redding.
Yours are the lips that are tempting mine. Don't break it now.
WLPL 303 with Jerry St. James. Let's do something. I respect your opinion, and I need it on this record. It's a new record by a guy named Bo Cooper. Sounds a little bit like David Cassidy. And the phone number is 481-6822. Just kind of interesting. I want to find out what you think of it. It's called Don't Call It Love.
Would a river be a river if no one gave it a name? Would a fire burn just as bright if a flame weren't called a flame? Don't you call it love?
WLPL. That's Bo Cooper there. Don't call it love. 307 with Jerry St. James. In case you'd like to express an opinion there, 481-6822 is the number. Or we keep the music coming with some Three Dog Night Gold and Fancy with Wild Thing coming up next. WLPL. Taking a look here at the old soap opera search for last Tuesday. In case you didn't get to a television this afternoon, here's what happened today. Today in Hollywood, Marcia is finally discovered by a big Hollywood producer. Unfortunately, she's discovered in the backseat of a car with an encyclopedia salesman. Meanwhile, Rosemary Woods, the infamous Rosemary Woods, takes a first aid course and fails miserably when the instructor discovers that there's an 18-minute gap in her adhesive tape. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. WLPL is fancy there. Wild Thing at 3:15 from Jerry St. James. I kind of enjoyed Search for Last Tuesday today. You might not have thought it was so funny, but I got a big charge out of it here. I know what you're thinking. Mason and Dixon had better lines, right? Yeah. This is Mac Davis from Stereo 92.
She's a woman.
Super LPL.
My Bellamy. You were a child of the sun and the sky and the deep blue sea.
WLPL. The T set there in my Bellamy. I used to clean my sink out with that stuff here. It's 3:22 with Jerry St. James from Stereo 92.